Now, if in fact you do want to build a resume, the resume builder has a number of sections. The first section is experience, and each experience section in the USAJOBS builder is 5,000 characters. That's a lot of content. But some of us are wordy, and you may have had a job for more than 10 years. Or the occupational questionnaire could have 50 questions, and you have to put all that content in your resume. So in some instances, 5,000 characters may not be enough. So if your work experience on your Word resume is, let's say, 7,500 characters, and you have decided to copy and paste into the USAJOBS builder, the first part of the experience in the builder is what I call your compliance information. Your title, your grade, the employer, all of that kind of stuff. So that you're going to have to enter by hand. Once you enter that by hand, you'll have a text box where you can copy and paste from a Word document, and that text box says duties and accomplishments. But if your content there is 7,500 characters, you're not going to get that into a text box that has 5,000 character limit. So what you do is in that text box, you type in part 1 of 2. And I would type that in capital letters. And then I would copy and paste from my Word document the first 4,500 characters or so of your write-up for that job. So copy and paste your first 4,500 characters, then click Save. Then a whole new work experience comes up. You re-enter your same compliance information, your title, your grade, your employer, etc. Then in the text box, you type, again, part 2 of 2, and then you copy and paste your remaining content from that original job. And if you handle it that way, then when your resume is printed out, everything will be right in order. The second section here is education. That's pretty self-explanatory. The third builder section is called Other. This is where you put your job-related training. This is where you put your language skills. Now, let's talk about this for a minute, because I cannot tell you how many times I see people put English as their language skill, and then they follow that up with excellent. This is for foreign languages, not including English. It kind of makes you look silly if you put English here. So professional publications is next. So for those of you who are researchers or academicians and you have publications, this is where they go. This, I believe, is 5,000 characters, so you may not be able to get in all of your publications. And if that is the case, what I would say before I start copying and pasting my publications into this box is something along the lines of more than 50 professional publications, complete list available, and then I would copy and paste the most recent and relevant. The next part of Other is called Additional Information. This additional information section of the USAJOBS Resume Builder is 20,000 characters of free space. Now, I am not suggesting that you need to use up 20,000 characters. That's like 4 or 5 pages, so not required. But this is where you can put things that are important, but there isn't a section in the builder. So, as an example, this is where you could put your skills summary. So you would type in all caps, skills summary, and then from your Word document, copy and paste it. This is where you can put awards. So again, type in awards in all caps, copy and paste your awards. If you're an IT person or a researcher who uses specialized lab equipment, you might want to have a category called technical skills. Type that in all caps, copy and paste all your technical skills here. So things like that. If you want to include earlier work experience, even though I told you not to, you can create a category here called earlier work experience and achievements and list some of your work experience and significant achievements. So this additional information section, 20,000 characters as a catch-all for the stuff that's relevant, for which the USAJOBS Resume Builder doesn't have a section. The next section here is references in the builder. I generally do not encourage people to fill out the reference section because your references are not required and you've already included your current supervisor. Instead of using this reference section, I generally recommend that everybody have a reference page that you bring to the interview with you where you list your references. And then the last section is finish. So if you decide to use the USAJOBS Resume Builder, that's how you can use it. And I have here your work experience, 5,000 characters each. Education, you're limited to 2,000 characters. Publications, as I mentioned, is 5,000. And then the additional information is 20,000, where you can put all kinds of extra stuff.